My name is Alice. And I remember everything.
Hello and welcome to Rewatch, a short series where we revisit the billion-dollar zombie movie franchise, Resident Evil. My name is Andrew, and I have watched every movie and played every game in the series.
And my name is Eric, and I've only watched the movies and never played the games.
That's the whole conceit of the show. If you haven't been listening thus far,
That's the hook, guys.
that's it. I don't know why, if you haven't been listening, you decided to jump in on this one. Maybe this is your favorite film. I don't know.
Yeah, I get
Is that possible for this to be someone's favorite film, Eric?
Every film is somebody's favorite film, Andrew.
You know,
It's disturbing, isn't it? When you think about some of the films out there,
Yeah.
like somebody's favorite film is the Dan Aykroyd vehicle, Nothing But Trouble.
Wow. Just the fact that you described it as a vehicle says everything I need to know about
Well,
the
I'm
person.
pretty sure that is all Dan Aykroyd all the way, so.
It's the full Aykroyd, as it were.
Uh-huh. Oh, have you seen the film? It's definitely the full Aykroyd.
I've seen it. So
Oh, boy.
I guess I shouldn't at this, or maybe I should. I don't know.
I had to watch it for a different podcast. Now I was already familiar with the film, but I would love on a separate project to get your reaction to that movie.
I could do that. We do these long kind of structured situations. And really my thought is now, just like in life, is like, how could we shorten this? How could we make it bite size, you know? So if we did like a bunch of 5 to 10 to 15 minute podcasts, oh man, what a treat that would be. We'll see.
And where can you find these podcasts, Andrew?
Oh my gosh. If you go to 12and24.com, that's where all of these long form, these so-called long form podcasts we do are, including this one, which is great. We have, what do we have? We have Cool Breeze Over the Mountains. I'm trying to remember.
Yep.
That's our Keanu Reeves podcast. We have the Kurt Locker. That's our Kurt Russell podcast. That's our Kurt Locker podcast. It's called the Kurt Locker. And probably some more. At the conclusion of this mini-series, we will dovetail nicely into something else that I'm very much looking forward to. That was planned, I don't know, 6 months ago at this point. What is time? Who cares?
Yeah. Seriously.
If you want to chat to us about this show that you're listening to right now, you could do that on a number of platforms. You can email us, hello@12and24.com. Just toss rewatch in the subject line. I'll see that. We'll put it in our notes. You can hit me up on Twitter @DarkDriving. Eric is @PlatypusJones. If you don't agree with what we're saying or you want to chime in with your 2 cents, please feel free to do that. You can also join us on Discord, which is where we're recording this right now, although in a private voice channel. But maybe we'll do one publicly. I don't know. That's 12and24.com/Discord. Join us there. A bunch of other film nerds, too. It's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Eric's always there.
I am. Don't say that too loud. My boss is listening.
Your boss is listening to this?
No, but a couple of my coworkers are.
Oh, incredible. Well, Eric is, he's not, it's responsible. Come on. We know we need breaks during the workday. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What the hell? Finally, if you want to support us with just a moment of your time, please share the show with your friends, rate and review us on iTunes. Again, I want to reiterate, I really love this much shorter type of miniseries show. So if there's like a series you think we might be good at covering, if you like our style, you want to recommend something for us to watch and follow along with, please do that there. It'll be great.
It's probably going to be horror because those are the ones that seem to get extended franchises.
Oh
but
my God.
I'm totally down with that.
I would love that. I would really, really love that.
We got a new Scream coming, Andrew. It's very exciting.
I would do look at that. What is that? 5 movies? 6?
Yeah.
Or it's 5, right?
This new one is 5. Yeah.
Oh my God. What a series to do. Right? We're doing
Let's finish.
Scream watch.
Let's finish Resident Evil first.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do
All
that.
right.
Speaking of which, I guess let's talk about the movie that we're here for today.
Yeah.
Which is Resident Evil Afterlife.
This was the start of an apocalypse that would sweep the entire world. That was 5 years ago. My name is Alice. The last survivors followed a radio signal to Alaska.
This is Arcadia, broadcasting on emergency frequency. We offer safety and security, food and shelter.
But I could find only one. Claire. Who did this to you? Umbrella.
We have to move on.
Our only chance for survival is finding the source of this signal.
This is Arcadia. We offer safety and security, food and shelter.
The men responsible for this disaster took refuge underground. The Umbrella Corporation feels safe.
Everything is quiet here.
They feel secure. They're wrong.
I want to talk about the cast and the crew of this one. Just briefly, we'll go through budget and box office, some critical and audience reception, and then we're going to do our deep dive like we normally do. Cast and crew. He's back, Eric. He never left, but he's back where he belongs. Paul W.S. Anderson, writing and directing this one after being away for 2 films.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what brought him back, but like you said, it's not like he was away from the franchise. He just wasn't directing, so good for him.
Let me ask you this, just before we get into it. Did you notice? Like, was it
No.
like... No. Just a straight
No.
no. Got it. Okay.
I mean, we've mentioned before that I think one of the great things about this franchise is that they are fairly consistent, right? Like stylistically, and plot and story wise, like they feel of a whole. So I think that's great, and it's probably chalked up in large part to his writing. And my guess is that he also maybe ghost directed a little from the producer's chair. So.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
All right. Good. We have quite a cast for this one. Some new faces, some old faces. It's a good mix, I think. Obviously, Mila Jovovich is back as
Of course.
Alice. She is
Absolutely.
joined by returning Ali Larder,
Awesome.
a new face, Wentworth Miller, Kim Coates, Sean Roberts, Spencer Locke, Boris Kajot. I wrote Spencer Locke again for some reason. That's fine. Big
And
props.
spoilers. Wait, sorry.
Spoilies.
This last cast member is a spoiler, sort of.
Sienna Gullery.
Yeah.
Sienna Gullery.
She's back.
I saw her name in the opening credits.
Right. They blow it right away.
They blow the secret. I was like the worst ever because I spend the whole movie looking, where's Jill? Where is Jill? We'll get there.
I had completely forgotten and almost stopped this movie when the credits started rolling, and thank God I didn't. Like,
Right.
Thank God I was trying to find my remote.
Right. We're in 2010
Yep.
as of this movie, which puts us squarely in the beginnings of phase 1 of Marvel, the MCU. And I think this movie borrows an idea heavily from those Marvel films. We'll get there.
Okay.
Let's talk budget and box office, which is always interesting when it comes to an R-rated horror franchise that has made over $1 billion. How did we get here? Why are there 6 of these? I'm pulling from Box Office Mojo. The budget of this one, $60 million. That's up from $45 million for the previous 2 films. My notes tell me, and I can't bury the lead on this one. This one was the 3D one, y'all. If you remember the marketing for this one, a lot of purposefully things are being thrown at the camera in this movie. Filmed
Yeah, we're in
3D.
the, 4th attempt to make 3D a thing at this point.
Right. This was coming off the heels of Avatar in 2009, I believe, 8 or 9, which was perfectly executed from a technical standpoint. I don't want to talk about the quality of Avatar as a film, but I
Sure.
do want to give it the props it rightfully deserves. James Cameron he was like, what a guy. He's like, you know what? The technology doesn't exist. I guess I have to invent it. And that's what he did.
Right, but I'm just saying, I guess this is technically like the third. Like in the 50s, 3D was just a straight up gimmick.
Yeah.
Then we had it come back again in the mid 80s. Every horror franchise had a 3D entry. And then to your point, like 2009, we try to bring it back again.
Yeah. And it just, I don't know why we can't kill it. It's not good. I don't care for it, but hey, what do I know? What do I know?
I mean, it's a value added gimmick. You know, you quote unquote can't get it home. Of course, you can now, but like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, just shooting this movie in 3D added 20% to the budget. So it's not like Screen Gems tossed them an extra $15 million and said, go wild. It was almost entirely by virtue of them shooting it in 3D that the budget got larger. That being said, it had a $26 million opening weekend. That's up from $23.6 million. $60 million domestic gross. That is up from $50 million. And $240 million internationally. That's up from $147.7 million. That is a lot of money. That is a huge jump.
Yeah, it's a nice little bump. My hypothesis that the domestic would like increase as the franchise sort of gained popularity in video is not panning out, however. It looks like most people are still just waiting for video domestically.
Yeah, it's again, for the most part, the trend line is up and to the right for these films. But it's not,
sure.
if you're looking at this, if you go on Box Office Mojo, it has the comparison of all 6 over time. International is just, they cannot be satiated. They need more zombies in their life. It's unbelievable.
Well, hey, we always knew that was the case. You know, we kept asking ourselves, like, one of the theses of this podcast was just like, how do these movies that all kind of run together for us, how is this like $1 billion franchise? And I think we have our answer.
My thought, or my question rather, is how, so we have 2 left after this one. What is happening to this international for these last 2? I'm assuming the trend continues, or at least stays the same, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't look ahead for that sort of stuff. This is very exciting. Critical and audience reception. Let's talk a moment about how this film was received.
Sure.
Rotten Tomatoes has this movie, as of recording, at a 21% critical score. That's down from 25%. There is not much lower to go from here. At 20% is like, did you make a movie? Like, there's your entry. Audience score, 48%, down from 58, which just tells me, when you put this right against the box office, that a vocal minority of people could say this is the worst film ever, and it essentially remains bulletproof.
I don't know what to attribute the fan drop to. Like, I'm trying to think, like, were we burnt out by 3D at that point? But we weren't.
No, I think that was still pretty early, all things considered.
I don't think it's a noticeably worse film. I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They kept it, the one thing we praised about the last one was they kept it relatively tight in terms of like locations and, and this one is much of the same, really. It's like
still like a solid 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's wildly entertaining at points. It's like, okay, I get it.
All right.
So,
I wonder what else it was going up against. Anyway, moving on.
Let me ask, are you listing closer to the critics or the audiences on this one?
Yeah, I'm more on the audience side on this one.
Okay.
I think it's a good time. I'm like debating as we go through these really tightly, right? And there's sort of, I can clearly compare them.
Yeah.
Because as I just said, like they tend to run together the further you get away from them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I like the movies with more weird umbrella shit in them. And this one is a little lighter on the weird umbrella stuff, right? Especially in comparison to the last one, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, I kind of miss the like insane umbrella stuff. And we get some of it, but the meat of the movie takes place just kind of with our heroes. So I don't know. It's interesting because that is the stuff that I usually point at, and I'm like, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. But it turns out maybe that's what I enjoy, is that it's just kind of bug nuts insane. But I don't know. We'll see.
That's interesting. You're like, I need this incredibly incompetent company at the forefront.
Like, I just miss how weird that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have two more. I'm hoping maybe the pendulum will swing back the other way.
Maybe.
We got to explain some of the absolutely batshit things we've seen in this film, I guess. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. But
I was going to say, like, we get one full monster in this, right? And we don't even know where he comes from. Like, that's a core of this series, is we see the monster get made. I'm like, oh, we didn't even get that this time.
Here's the deal. I don't even know why that monster is here. I will get to that, but that monster
doesn't make sense.
Game-wise, geographically, he's in the wrong place. That's all I'll say.
Sir, you're in the wrong place.
Right. How did you get here? Did you take a plane? Because he really would have had to take a plane, is all I'll say. That's a very long flight from where I saw him, where I know him to be from. So it's fine. All right. It's fine.
Looking forward to the game segment then.
Oh my God. We finally have a sizable game segment once again, but it makes absolutely no goddamn sense at all, which is fine. It's fine. Eric.
Yeah.
I am super excited for you to run through this one. So I think you have many pages of notes for us. I say whenever you're ready, just like, let's jump in with both feet. Let's go.
All right. So this movie starts weirdly before the apocalypse.
Yeah.
So we do get to see I guess what is the beginning of the outbreak in Tokyo. There's a woman in the rain. She eats a guy. We zoom out and we sort of see the infection spread through Tokyo, across the world.
Yeah.
And then it's 4 years later for some reason. I guess that's just okay. We're back up to speed.
Wait, so this opening sequence, what did you think about it? Because it was like, for me, it felt very Zack Snyder to me. A lot of slow motion, visually very like lot to take in. Did you like it?
Well, so I think it's a callback to like the like fade out on 2 movies ago. I don't have my notes in front of me, but like it feels like a couple of movies ago ended with like somebody outside Zatoichi Station eating someone else.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. That was two films ago. Correct.
Yeah. This is like, to your point, completely reshot and very stylistic. I mean, I thought it was lovely, right? Like I liked it. I don't know why the choice was to start there.
All right.
Right. Like
it was raining. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody had umbrellas.
Yeah.
Except the person who was infected.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No. I guess my point is I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bizarre place to start.
It is.
Especially when the last movie was like, guess what? The world ended, right? Like, you didn't see any of it, but trust us, nobody's out there.
I think the only reason we start there is because a bunch of we'll get there. It makes sense why we start in Tokyo for about a minute, for about 5 minutes of this movie, and then it holds no weight at all.
We know Umbrella's corporate headquarters are in Tokyo, right? We saw that in a previous film. So, there is some thematic reason for it, but, whatever.
Fair.
We flash forward 4 years. Tokyo is decimated. There are Umbrella employees kind of staking out the various entrances to Umbrella's underground headquarters. We see some, snipers get taken out Batman style, right? Something happens, but we didn't see what it was. We move into sort of the security area of Umbrella, and Wesker is there, the new Wesker. Umbrellas have been compromised, and there's Alice ninjas everywhere. Right?
So many Alice,
and straight up ninja stuff. There's throwing stars and katanas and wire work. This is a fully just kung fu action sequence.
Yes, 100%.
There's also a little bullet time. This movie is 9 years too late to be ripping off the Matrix, but it's very Matrixy. Right?
Yeah.
Alice uses the Force to clear out a bunch of these dudes.
She saves it for the end. She's surrounded.
Yep.
Time to the ace in the hole, as it were.
But then more bad guys show up and kill Alice, and we're like, fuck. But wait, there's 3 more Alices. And if you were paying attention to the last movie, you remember, oh, right, she woke up a whole bunch of clones, right? So here we are. They decide to flood the place with nerve gas. They lose the Alices, but there's more. More Alices.
There's so many.
Wesker's, shooting, the facility's breached. It's a pretty good little action set piece, right?
Yeah.
He initiates the purge. He makes it to his airplane and escapes, and initiates the purge, which kind of implodes Tokyo from underground. And we're like, oh no, all the Alices are dead.
We had except 700 Alices. They're all gone now.
Except that there's an Alice on his plane. He knew that, and apparently he knows it's the real Alice. He injects her with squid cream. I don't know what this is. But it neutralizes the T virus cells.
Yeah.
But it only causes her to lose her powers.
How nice to finally meet the real you. Hurts, doesn't it? Well, that's just the start of the bad news. All those powers of yours, speed, strength, accelerated healing, well, you can kiss all those goodbye.
What have you done?
The serum I've injected you with is neutralizing the T cells within your body. Put simply, the Umbrella Corporation is taking back its property. You just didn't work out. So you're being recalled.
I'm a little hazy on this because I don't know. Anyway, she's losing her powers.
Sure.
Right? The plane crashes. There's a crazy freeze frame bullet time crash, which seemed very unnecessary to me, but it seems like they're trying to explain that Alice survives this crash, right? So
somehow.
We're 5 minutes into the movie. They're letting us know they didn't kill the hero. We now flash forward in time again. It is 6 months further on. Alice, having lost Wesker, decides to check out Arcadia, which was the spot everyone was going to fly to, the last free human settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Alice goes there. This movie just has some really dope costumes. Her ninja costume was pretty sweet.
It was awesome.
She hops out of this jet when she gets to Alaska, and she's got this dope flight jacket with a shearling collar. She looks great.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she's looked better in any of these movies. She looks stunning.
Yeah.
So she flies into Arcadia. She finds like a small plane graveyard. She finds the umbrella chopper that like the team took. There's a Alice flashback to remind you that the team took this chopper. And then we get the new version of Alice's flashback, which is Alice's video diary.
May 3rd, 1930 hours. Arcadia. No such place exists. Just an empty field. And a beach. But we all heard the transmissions. Someone must have sent them. Someone must have brought all these people here. But why? Where did they go? Day 177 signing off. I don't know if I can do this much longer.
Oh my God. She's vlogging in the apocalypse. Let's go.
This is a trope I fucking hate, but
Who's it for? Who's it for?
we got it in this one. Who knows? She pulls out like 2 giant revolvers.
Oh, I'm so happy you mentioned that. They are comically
enormous.
large.
Yes. Because of some crows, and then someone attacks.
Yeah.
And it through the attack, we discover that it's Claire, but she doesn't seem to like be with it. She's got some sort of mechanical spider thing on her. It looks like the thing from Kronos, if you've seen that movie.
Good call. Good call.
Alice removes it, but now Claire has amnesia because somebody has to have fucking amnesia in these movies, right? So they get back up in the plane and start making their way south. Like, Alice has got Claire tied up in the plane, which had to be a really awkward, like, trying to get that all together. But
Damn it.
LA seems to be clear of the undead, like, as they're flying past all of the landmarks that will lampshade that this is Los Angeles. There are no dead people, right? And then they notice that all of the dead people are in one place. They have surrounded a very tall, fortified building, which seems to be the last building in LA with people in it. And it's a prison. There's a great little, like, landing set piece where, like, Alice has to land a fighter jet on the roof of a building. It doesn't seem super plausible to me, but like they do the whole thing and like one of the guys manages to pull the plane back, which is some Captain America shit, but let's go with it.
The guy's vertical leap is astounding. It is.
Well,
they explain
we will learn why, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, out of context, here's the thing. If I still don't really buy what the context of it is, right? However, if they had just let that go, I would have been like, what does this guy have the T virus also? What is happening here?
All right. So we meet all the survivors. We'll talk about them in a little bit. The real info dump is that we learn that Arcadia is not a town, but it's a ship.
It's not a town.
It's a ship.
I recorded this from the shortwave.
This is Arcadia, broadcasting on the emergency frequency. There is no infection. We offer safety and security, food and shelter.
It's the same message we heard. They must have sailed down the coast picking up survivors.
This is Arcadia, broadcasting on the emergency frequency.
What is that?
I don't know. That was the last we heard from them. Then it just stopped.
That was 2 days ago. We've been sending up flares on the hour. So when you arrived, of course, we thought they sent you.
We get a Claire flashback now because everyone gets a flashback. And she vaguely remembers like some people trying to help them in the town of Arcadia, but she doesn't remember what else happened, right? Then we get one of the most ham-fisted bits of like foreshadowing I've ever seen, which is for no apparent reason they show us that the zombies are tunneling, right?
Okay. Okay. They're learning.
Yeah, so they're all outside. They can't get in because it's a prison. We learned from The Walking Dead that this is a bad idea, but do it anyway. Right, so the zombies are tunneling. We go back inside and we do our like really getting to know you stuff. Kim Coates, who I love when he shows up, he was great on Sons of Anarchy, plays like just the archetype of a shitty movie producer.
Yeah.
He still has an intern, which is delightful. They do call it out, which I thought was nice, where they're like, you know, this guy hasn't realized that the world has moved on and is still being this movie producer's intern.
Had plenty of creeps like him in my time.
What's his story?
Back in the world, he was some kind of big movie producer.
The boy's got a stick up his ass.
Kim Young used to intern for him. Still hasn't figured out the world has changed.
There's Crystal, who is a failed actress. And Boris Kojo plays an NBA star with a watch ad, which I thought was just a really nice touch. And then they talk about there's another dude, and they go downstairs, and there's another survivor, and he's watching this dude in like a Hannibal Lecter Magneto cage in the basement of the prison. And it is Wentworth Miller.
Yes.
Right? So he gives his story of how he ended up in there. He says he's a good guy and got trapped in there when the prison broke down, but nobody knows what to believe, so we keep him locked up.
Isn't it obvious? I'm not a prisoner. I shouldn't be in here.
I was working with a military unit. We're using this place as a staging post. Things were already pretty bad when the order came through from the governor to release all the inmates. You see, we needed as many people on the streets as possible to fight those things. And it was chaos. We were pulling out and a gang of the prisoners jumped me. Guess they thought I was a guard. I woke up, my unit was gone. I was in here. Their idea of a joke.
I mean, he was doing his best Christian Bale Batman voice, so I wouldn't trust him. He's down
I like
here.
Wentworth Miller, and that's a little bit how he talks.
Is that really his? I mean, okay, I guess like the inflection does not change throughout the rest of the movie, but like when you start at that level, I get it when people wouldn't trust you if you're like, you're down here, you can trust me. Like, no, that's give a little bit of variation. That's all it takes.
Yeah, I liked him in Prison Break, of course. Mm-hmm. Ironically, he is locked in prison in this movie as well.
Yes.
He's also in the like Greg Berlanti DC TV universe. If I remember correctly, I think he's like Captain Cold. So he's like a villain. Yeah, he's a lot of fun and like having a good time doing it.
All right.
So we like get some Alice weapons shots, right? She's got her like her weapon roll, and at some point, like she starts rolling quarters as a hobby because that's a thing you do. That does pay off. Fortunately,
it pays off in such a great way.
Thought it was crazy pants at first. We cut back to the tunnelers. But we also like show some zombies on the street, and now there's a guy with a giant hammer and a sack head just walking around LA.
Sure.
Enormous guy, enormous hammer axe thing.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like the block of an engine is on the end of a stick is what this guy is holding, essentially.
Totally amazeballs. Right?
He is massive. He is
just
massive.
Huge. Right. Alice is gonna take a shower because Paul W.S. Anderson requires that his wife take a shower in all these movies. But then we find out like the creepy old dude was creeping on her, right? He was spying on her. So okay. But the tunnelers break through in the midst of her confronting him. New twist. The tunnelers are also like face tentacle zombies.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're like the super vampires in Blade 2. Like their whole face splits open.
Yeah.
And they just come at you.
Your other point of reference might be the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, you know?
Yes,
It's like a flower
exactly.
almost. It's crazy.
Except it's a face, yeah.
Yes.
So that's gnarly, but like, okay, they beat those guys, but there's like still a hole in the bathroom, right? So they're like, all right, we definitely need to get out of here. Let's go talk to Wentworth Miller, right?
Yes.
And he swears he knows a way out. So they let him out.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Claire?
What?
Claire, it's me. It's Chris.
I don't know you.
Claire. I'm your brother, remember? What the hell's happened to you?
Look, she suffered some sort of memory loss. If you really are her brother, it'll come back.
All right, this is very touching. I mean, a family reunion. If we could just get a move on, please, before we're all eaten the fuck alive.
Since Claire is from the movie or from the games, I'm assuming Chris is also from the games.
Game 1. Chris Redfield. First character we meet in the games.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Took him this long to show up. Just as a quick side note, soon as he gets released, dude starts acting horny as hell. I didn't care for it. Did you get that as well? Did you get that vibe as well?
How long has he been in there though? Like, I don't know.
I just feel it's like time and place, really.
It's been 4 years since the zombie apocalypse started. Like, he's probably been in there for like a year or two. I don't know.
Who's been what? These people have been babysitting this dude for a year?
I didn't really follow the timeline on when the warden like decided to let everybody out, but like I feel like he's been in there for a minute, right?
Yeah. He goes to 11 with the horniness. Yeah. It's fine. Don't get me wrong.
I get it. You don't approve.
He's a good He's a good-looking dude, and he's surrounded by a bunch of other good-looking people. I'd probably be in the same boat as him. I just wanted to call it out that.
Yeah, I mean,
uncomfortable for a moment.
It is something that like we don't really talk about, but like is sort of vaguely implied because it's a movie, right? Is like everyone that survived the apocalypse is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
and like looks even better when they're like a little bit dirty and sweaty, right?
Right. If nothing else, Paul W.S. Anderson impeccably helped cast this film. He was like, yes, of course, this is the guy, this is the girl.
He says that there's a truck and an armory from the time when he was like he's kind of like the National Guard that was sent to help LA. Mm-hmm. So there's a truck and an armory. We now have our like missions. But Hammer Guy shows up and he starts just pounding away on the gates to this thing, to the prison rather. So he's breaking in. The armory is like locked, so they've got to do some like heisty hacking, breaking in there. And the armory is 2 floors underwater, because of course, right? Yeah. There's a fairly good underwater scene. I like when they're like, when it's not like, oh look, it's super clear and everybody can see everything that's going on.
Yeah, very murky water.
Yeah. They make it to the other side where they're like where the armory is, I guess. And zombies pop out and like take the one red shirt like Samuel Jackson in Deep Blue Sea, right? Like,
it's like an instant.
It like as soon as he's up and out of the water, he's gone, right? But fight their way through. make it into the armory. The other team unlocks the garage, find the truck. Oh, wait, the truck doesn't have an engine in it. So Kim Coates, like, just kills a dude. This was, like, confusing to me, right? It's this character, Angel, who's, I think, like, army, military of some sort, who's been nothing but helpful and, like, really not super heavily focused on. And Kim Coates just kills him. I don't know what his plan was, I guess, is my question.
Yeah. Well, there are a handful of characters that are openly aggressive against this movie producer. But the guy he kills was not one of them. So it's just like, I don't know.
Right. And to clarify, like, Kim Coates is playing just an asshole.
Yeah, he's a real scumbag.
So Hammer Guy breaks through the grate, and since Kim Coates' character has, like, killed the guy that could fix the truck, they now decide to go upstairs and steal the plane that Alice arrived in. So apparently everyone in the apocalypse knows how to fly. He almost, like, crashes. Like, they drop off and, you know, do that thing where, like, oh no, they're going to hit the ground. And then at the last minute pull up.
Yeah.
But, like, when they pull up, they leave a cool red streak through all the zombies. I just thought that was, like, a nice morbid touch, right? Is like just skidded across a bunch of zombies.
It straight up reminded me of The Last Jedi. We remember when they're on, like, Crate, I think is the planet, and it's like that when they're the land speeders are, like, cutting through. It's like it was a very cool small thing that literally would have stopped the plane. But like, it was awesome to watch. It was great.
So, you know, he got away, but now all of our heroes are kind of stuck on the roof, and there's a lot of zombies. We get kind of I was thinking of like a Left 4 Dead style moment here, because there's like 4 or 5 people kind of arrayed, just shooting every zombie they can.
Yes.
And I just felt that connection to that video game.
Yeah, there were even some red barrels on the roof. I don't know if you noticed. I was like, oh, shoot the red barrels. That'll help.
Alice gets all of our heroes into the elevator and then just blows it the fuck up.
I was like, what's the plan here?
Which I have to say was a bold move, but it works. It doesn't kill them. The brakes kick in.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Alice throws a big ass bomb on the roof, and then she does like a full Nakatomi Tower, like jumping off the roof all the way to the ground. Like, this was a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
She seems to jump to where the truck was.
Roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a very tall building, at least, you know.
And
okay, so
my thought was, again here, and just to bring it back for a moment, in the beginning, Wesker injects her with the thing that removes her powers, and yet she still seems to have them all. So, that's all I'm saying. She jumped off the roof of a building. She's still incredibly accurate. She's still kicking zombies in the head to death. You know, she can't be stopped. Just, you know.
No, I agree. And I wasn't clear. Did he just remove like her force powers? Like she just can't do the mental stuff now?
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, we don't really. I stopped asking questions after the second film when.
Sure.
You know.
When zombies came out of the graveyard?
Exactly.
Sure. So there's a really great moment here. The basketball player is there. There's like a slow-mo gun toss. And then she pulls both of her shotguns and we see just what she's been doing with those quarters, right? Like great, like quarters as buckshot. I don't know if that's even remotely plausible, but it looks cool in a movie.
The way that they conveyed this tearing through a zombie, like it just leaves, it's like a very satisfying, I don't know. It was like the combination of the visual and the sound design, because you have like the ringing of coins, but this like splat as well. I was like, this is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, no, I mean it was one of those reasons we come to these movies, right? You're like, oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So at this point, they've given up on all of their plans and they're just going to use the hole in the shower room to escape.
Yeah.
But of course, Hammerman is there, right? And there's a Hammerman fight. One of swings of his axe like breaks a water pipe. So of course now we've got water spraying everywhere.
It's incredible.
And there's like slow-mo flips and shit. Like Claire hits a superhero pose. Like it's just everything you want from this fight, right?
Yeah.
The whole fight probably only takes about 30 seconds, but it stretched to 4 minutes with slow motion. Like there's literally only like 3 hits in this whole fight.
Yeah.
Claire manages to kill the hammer guy with the quarter shotgun again. So you're like, okay. And then wait, nope, he's not dead. And he throws his hammer at them. And this is where in my notes I said, was this movie in 3D? Which we answered in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course it was.
Extremely 3D.
So all of this makes way more sense now. And then Alice uses the quarter shotgun again, but this time just takes his whole head off, right? So we're pretty sure he's dead this time.
God, I hope so.
So we escape through the tunnels. It is. I feel like I stepped away or something because I'm not sure how they knew that the hole the zombies drilled. Oh, it was the zombies came through the sewers. That's what it was. All right.
Yes.
I just answered my own question.
You did it. You got there.
They lose Luther, like one of the face guys gets him, or so we think.
Yeah.
So it's just Alice and the 2 Redfields. They make it to the Arcadia, but it's empty. Like there's just no one there.
Mm-hmm.
They find the plane that Kim Coates stole, so they basically assume that he made it. They go onto the bridge and find one of my favorite movie tropes, which is the ship's log. I'm assuming ships do keep a log, right? But like in times of emergency, is someone supposed to write down like we launched the lifeboats? I find that implausible, but feel free to write in and tell me how ship's logs are kept.
Are you the log man on a ship? Please, please elaborate. If
write
so.
into hello@12and24.com. Right. But so what they discover is that the crew launched the lifeboats, but the ship is still reading that there are 2,000 survivors on board. Right. I, again, don't know what ship is equipped with that technology, but sure, right?
We're about to find. I think we're about to find out.
Yes. Claire has her final flashback and remembers that the Arcadia is a trap. The people that she vaguely remembered were coming to help them were actually Umbrella, and they kidnapped them and took them to the Arcadia, right? So Umbrella is holding all of the survivors in stasis. As we sort of make our way into the depths of the Arcadia, it becomes kind of a white, sterile, very sci-fi kind of space, right? It's no longer just a tanker on the inside.
Yeah.
Also very sci-fi, like the TARDIS. The Arcadia seems much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Whatever.
It would literally be... It's like the bottom of a tanker to the top is so much wasted space inside of this ship. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
So, they look and they find some of their friends, including Kmart. And my favorite piece of production design in this movie is the file on this girl actually says Kmart.
Kmart. It's not
no other name. Right. Alice makes her way to like the big boss final room. There's a lot of emaciated dead people lying around. And Wesker is just like sitting in a throne. Because that's like, imagine the meeting to have that installed in the bottom of this boat. Okay.
I need a chair. I need it to be right here.
I just need one chair in this room and a place for like 4 people I can drain. Because that is what we're like sort of led to believe, right? Is these people he has he is eaten.
The volume of this room is no shit, 4,000 square feet.
Yeah.
And there's one chair.
Seems to be overkill.
The T-virus brought me back.
But it's so strong. It fights me for control. And I thought if I ingested fresh human DNA, I could redress the balance.
No wonder your crew abandoned ship.
No matter. Now I have a new subordinate. And a new plan. You are the only one who successfully bonded with the T-virus. Your DNA is stronger than the others. I ingest you. I gain control.
That's pretty smart thinking. There's only one problem with that plan.
Stop. Right there.
And what is that?
I'm not on the menu.
So Wesker, like, does his little bullshit and brings out the zombie dogs. Because, yay, they're in this movie. And Kim Coates, who looks like shit.
Yeah, he's here.
The dogs' heads now also split open. There's a very, it's very much for the 3D, but 2 is also just like mid-2000s excess summed up in one shot.
Okay.
Which is where Wesker throws his sunglasses. And like you can sort of see everything reflected in the sunglasses as they spin through the room.
Yeah.
It's completely pointless. Like it serves no purpose.
Yeah. I
right?
guess it should be noted the man is wearing sunglasses in the depths of a ship in a completely white room with one chair. And his first move
is to toss them.
Engage. Yeah, it's just yeah,
right.
Solid.
But what we see in the ensuing fight is that like Wesker's kind of gone full Matrix, right? Like he can dodge bullets, move too fast. Like this movie's really ripping off the Matrix, and it's confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like Wesker sort of starts to like transform, right? He's gonna like let the monster that he's been fighting out, and Claire stabs him in the head. I don't remember why. I guess he's still not dead, right? But then Kmart shows up and they shoot him in the head.
Yeah. There was a lot. There was a lot going on.
He's still alive, so they just like shoot him a lot. And then they leave, right? I don't, whatever. They're just like, bye.
Well, my favorite thing, and this ties back into the thing that you said is like the initial fight was like Alice v. Flower Dogs, Demo Dogs, if you will, and then the Redfields versus Wesker, right? And Wesker gets the upper hand on both of them and like puts them in like the tubes, at like the cryo tubes. Essentially, they go into the floor. Then the whole fight, like Alice fights him or whatever, and then Kmart saves the day. And then Alice has to like recall them, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
Again, my favorite thing that I loved is like they were already in the system. Like it was
they were
like
already cataloged.
Yeah, like their like a photo, the name, like their stats. It's like we got a free Claire and Chris Redfield. I just love that shit.
It's Umbrella, dude. They've got files on everybody.
That's not enough weird Umbrella shit for you. They're who isn't in the system?
So they leave Kim Coates in there with Wesker, and we presume he is eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Because really the next thing that happens is Wesker escapes. We're not really sure how.
Yeah.
But he like flies away and activates another purge. Oh, but twist. It's actually on his plane. Alice switched the purge thing. Luther, we see, is still alive, but like it appears they're just leaving him in LA, like in a tunnel under Los Angeles.
Good luck.
Alice decides to change the Arcadia broadcast to be like for real now, right? Like they've taken over the Arcadia and they're going to use it for the purpose that they thought it was used for. But oh no, Umbrella attacks.
Yeah.
And then credits. Right?
Oh, so many Umbrella planes. How many do you think there were? 3 dozen?
At least.
Yeah. Okay.
But wait, where was Sierra Gullery?
Where was she?
Oh, right. There's a post-credit scene. Jill Valentine is back, but she is evil and being controlled by Umbrella with one of those spider johns, right? So, like...
Yes.
She's back, but oh no, she's a baddie.
Damn it. Jill, come on.
Oh, and the credit song this time is A Perfect Circle's Outsider.
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by the post-credit or the credit music in these films.
They do pick... They've definitely kept with the metal for like or like techno, it was like variations on a theme of metal, but all, it's kind of neat. It was, I like that. I like A Perfect Circle. I like Maynard, they're fine. They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Interesting. That's the end. Yeah.
Eric, we went through this together. We laughed, we cried, we had a good time. What was the best kill in this movie?
Oh, That's a good question. I think I'm gonna have to go with the first quarter shooting.
Yeah,
it's a nice like setup and payoff. To your point, it's like a really satisfying like kill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's my first one. The multiple Alices dying at the beginning, like when the first Alice dies, that's a pretty good one as well. Not so much like the kill, right? But like just sowing a little bit of confusion at first. Like,
yeah, you're like, what the hell?
We've watched these really close together. I'm not sure everybody remembered that like there were dozens of clone Alices at the end of the last movie. So that was a nice little fake out too.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think was the best kill?
I'll go with 2. So the best zombie kills person was probably like for the peeping Tom guy. I love instant karma. I think it's one of the most hilarious things.
Sure.
I laughed out loud when it happened because, as we've discussed, zombies are loud as fuck until they don't have to be, or unless it's not convenient for them to be. So the fact that they are like having this argument and they can't hear that a tunnel has opened up right beside them, right? This guy gets caught. He turns around. He's like, I'm going. A zombie's face opens up, swallows his head, and then he gets pulled into a hole. I loved it. That was great.
It's pretty good.
The other one is the killing the large axe man. The second time, there's like a slide through water through the legs kind of thing. I love that shit. That was awesome. I love that one.
You do. You really like those like big bombastic slow motion like badass kills.
It was like it's the best. That whole sequence for me.
Yeah.
I think about that from a technical perspective of like,
sure,
it's hundreds of gallons of water flying everywhere. It's like, how the hell are they keeping the cameras dry? I love that shit. I love it. Yeah. I eat it up. That was my favorite kill.
All right.
Okay. We've had a recurring segment. I think we know. You said it about 60 times, and I was nodding I was like, you know what? I think Eric nailed it. But for pomp and circumstance, let's go. Every one of these movies has been blank with zombies, wherein Paul W.S. Anderson fixates on a film that he probably loves or had just watched recently, and then just adds zombies to it. I think, what do they say? twice
imitation.
Twice is a coincidence. 3 times is a pattern. Like, or I can't remember the whole, but like, we're at 4 now.
Yeah.
And it's clear that this is to me at least, this is the case. The first film, Aliens with Zombies. The second film, Escape from New York with Zombies. The third film, Mad Max with zombies. You could, The Road Warrior, pick your Mad Max, but essentially Mad Max with zombies. Eric, would you care to tell us what this one is?
This is The Matrix with zombies.
It's The Matrix with zombies.
Yeah.
I love The Matrix.
So weird.
You are right that it is like...
It's just the timing is so odd.
Far.
Yeah.
He probably watched it, though, while he was writing. He had it on in the background. We've all been there. And he's like,
yeah,
man,
and
I love that lobby shootout scene.
Like, if you're going to rip off a movie, it's a great movie, right? But, like, so many of the things that became ubiquitous after The Matrix, I feel like had run their course by 2010.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then he jumps in there. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe I'm misremembering how long it took. But, like, there is so much, like, bullet time, slow-mo, like, Wesker literally moves like somebody in The Matrix. Like,
he's an agent. He's got the glasses just like an agent. I mean, it's literally like, it doesn't make any... I think maybe we were just far enough out from it where people are like, this reminds me of something. And that's it. That's all it was. We just needed to let enough time elapse.
Maybe, yeah. I can't fault it for that, right? Like it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I love, you said the other one, imitation is the highest form of flattery. You could do like the big set pieces in The Matrix are like almost 1-to-1 represented here. This thing that I'm talking about with the water, there is a scene with the fire sprinklers go off when they're rescuing Morpheus. It's like the same exact shit. I mean, like it's like the same thing. I love it though, so I'm in. Go ahead.
It didn't. I can't say that it bothered me. And when I was calling it out during the plot synopsis, I was just like, What year is this? Like, it feels like maybe 2005 would have been when this happened, but
yeah,
it's
good. It's good. Well, that's exciting. I can't wait. I mean, we've joked about this. This is literally how I will remember the films. That's all. This is the only prompt I need now. Is just give me the movie that it reminded me of and then add zombies. And I got it.
I mean, the problem is there's no mnemonic to actually know the name of the film still.
That's true. After Matrix.
You're gonna have to rename the stuff in your movie library to be like Aliens with Zombies.
the With Zombies franchise. That's what we'll call it. Doesn't need to be Resident Evil. Who cares? This whole umbrella thing's clearly only tertiary to what's happening here anyway. All right. Let's talk production notes. I pulled a couple things here that I think are pretty fun.
Yeah.
As we go on with these movies, I don't know if they offload more of this information into the Blu-ray and therefore less of it like gets translated onto the internet or whatever, but this has shrunk more and more as we've gone in these films. So here we go. This is the first Resident Evil film to be released in IMAX, which is, I guess that's pretty cool. That's not every film gets an IMAX release. So there are only so many screens. So it's kind of cool.
And again, like IMAX goes up and down with it sort of being another gimmick, right? So like,
yes, of course,
it was made in 3D. It was upscaled to IMAX. Like, so I get it. They're trying different like revenue options.
Yeah, that might actually explain some of the international budget. If people were going to see this in 3D IMAX 2 or 3 times, that's we're talking 3 to 4 times the ticket price.
It's a little pricier.
Yeah. This is the first movie to actually shoot in every one of the locations that were depicted. So everything else was either on a soundstage or in front of a green screen. This one actually was in Tokyo, Alaska, and Los Angeles, which is pretty cool.
Okay, but like, did that make it onto film? Like,
Alaska, definitely.
Really? You think so? Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you told me that was
like Vancouver
or Ottawa, I would have, I just as easily would have believed it. But
I think it is great that they shot on location. I don't think it was necessary. Like, I don't think that came across. But
that's true.
Okay.
For how much time we were actually in Tokyo, maybe he just wanted to go visit Tokyo. I get it.
Right. Like that was a fairly involved sequence though. Like you pointed out, like there is a lot going on there. So like that was probably 5 days.
We had so many extras for that scene.
So.
Oh, all right. This is for Eric. Wentworth Miller jokingly admits that he was nervous about his character, Chris Redfield, being similar to his Prison Break character. In both cases, he is in a prison, and his literal first lines are, "I know a way out of here." So there you go.
I mean, I don't know if you can get typecast as like guy in prison.
Guy wrongfully in prison? Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like I could definitely see it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And ironically, I don't know if you've ever watched DC's Legends of Tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure Captain Cold is in prison at the beginning of that as well.
It's like an ongoing joke with him.
Yeah.
We just always have this dude in prison. It's like how, what's the other guy from, what the hell is his name from Justified? He's always a ranger. He's always playing or a marshal or something like that.
Timothy Oliphant.
Oliphant. If you go
he finally makes it into the Star Wars universe, and he's still a ranger.
Yeah, what the hell? No, he was a badass ranger. Don't get me wrong. It's cool.
Yeah.
Ali Larder missed 7 episodes of her TV series Heroes to be in this film. I don't know. You a fan of Heroes? I never watched it.
Heroes is one of those shows that just kind of like never fully gelled at the end, but the beginning of it is wonderful. Yeah, like it was like, network TV's kind of first swing at superheroes. There were like some fun, cool storylines, and it was fun for a while. Yeah. I don't remember Ali Larder, like her character's superpower was she could like switch places with an alter ego in the mirror.
What?
And I don't remember like her storyline. Yeah, like she would look in the mirror and there would be like evil Ali Larder, and they could switch places, and evil Ali Larder could like do what needed to be done, right? Like like take care of the bad guy. Yeah. Anyway.
Interesting.
But I don't remember the rest of her storyline. So maybe it's okay she missed 7 episodes.
Sure. It all worked out. Although never mentioned explicitly in the final cut, the script itself clarifies that despite Wesker's injection, Alice's blood system continues to fight off the antibodies. So there we go. Problem solved. It didn't work, but again, not explained. Just.
Yeah, that whole bit amounts to like nothing. Like there's nothing in the film that indicates that Alice has lost a step in any way. She just doesn't use her mental powers after that.
It would have been better if they had just not done that at all. Like they have like a plane fight in the beginning, and the plane crashes and Wesker's gone or whatever. And she walks away as well. And it's literally the same effect, and we don't have this weird thing hanging over us like, what did Wesker do? Yeah.
I mean, maybe it pays off in the next movie. I certainly do not remember.
All right. I mean, this...
No, I'm not expecting it to.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like, I doubt they'll pick up that thread, but maybe they do. Maybe I've completely forgotten.
I'm keeping a running list of all the things these movies have to pay off in just 2 films, and it's not looking good. Will they do a Breaking Bad? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Wow, you're tough. You must have hated Lost.
I never watched it. There was a black smoke monster, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. Sorry, spoilers for Lost. And a polar bear
That's-
was there too. And I'm like, this doesn't make any goddamn sense, and it never will.
None of that was a spoiler. That's the worst part about Lost. None of what you just said was a spoiler.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Here's something. This is fun. This is a little how the sausage is made. The added size and weight of the 3D cameras, if you've ever seen I encourage you to look at not a current one, because they're quite small now, a 2010s, maybe an early aughts 3D camera, how large they were. This meant that the filmmakers were unable to use a Steadicam, which is like a body-mounted kind of rig that a single operator can use. The camera operator had to film anything that moved and any tracking shots on a Segway. Just that little wheelie thing. How do we describe this? It's like a gyroscope-powered scooter for your feet.
It's a motorized scooter, but like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think people know what a Segway is, right?
Oh, if you've ever watched Arrested Development, it's what Job, it's what Job drives around.
Exactly. But I guess I'm unclear. In 2010, like a 3D camera was that big, huh?
It has like a dual.
So it's like two cameras strapped together.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It just literally just double the weight. It's got like a 2 lens array situation. Some of them even had 3 to give like, if you ever do a Google search for the camera that Cameron used to film Avatar to get a great idea. They got smaller after that, but that was like prototype. It's crazy. It's madness. And then finally, proving what we've known all along, the name of this movie, Afterlife, is the same working title that was used in the previous movie before it became Extinction. The names do not matter. No one cares. No thought is put into this at all.
Dear God.
It doesn't matter.
Like, it's fine.
Sure.
But like,
who cares?
Just fucking number them then.
It would have been, it literally would have been fine if they were just like, this is Resident Evil 4. I would have been fine with that.
All right.
That's when, is this the time, this was the period of time where we were, the subtitle was the thing, right? The numbering of films.
We got really into like adding a colon, right? Like it was like something colon, here's the actual title, right? Because like I think like the other the other movie franchise we haven't mentioned but we could do is Underworld, right? Because it is part and parcel with Resident Evil, right?
100%.
And they did the same thing. Like all of the Underworlds are like Awakening and I don't know, Vendetta. Like I forget what they are, but they did the exact same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
I like it. Let's talk about how this ties into the video games.
So does it?
Here's what happened.
Very little in this felt video gamey, right? Like as we've gone through the movies, there have been sequences where I'm like, this feels like it was from a game.
Yeah.
This didn't really feel that way at all.
So, keeping in tradition with this guy clearly plays the games and he loves them deeply, but doesn't really care for what the story director of the games is up to. He's just like, I think that looks cool. I'm taking that. Let's talk about the zombies in this and how they are seemingly smarter and their mouths open up.
That is a thing.
Yeah. They're called Magini, whatever you want. Mm-hmm. They're lifted from Resident Evil 5, the video game. Okay. They are not infected with the T virus. They are actually the result of a parasite, which looks incredibly similar to what gets injected into Alice at the beginning of this film. That like squiggly, like that thing that you were mentioning that like wraps around
squid
her.
semen.
Yeah. The parasite looks a lot like that. Developed by a company called Tricell, which is one of Umbrella's corporate rivals. The games are crazy.
Wait. In the middle of the zombie apocalypse, there's still like a rival corporation too?
Tricell, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And they're both actively working to, I guess, undo all of existence. I don't understand.
Fair.
And this parasite was based off of another thing from the previous game in the series, Resident Evil 4. It's a lot. It's a lot. Suffice it to say, the Magini, whatever we want to call them, they're based in Africa, a town in Africa, and they just kind of live normally. Like they're not like zombies. Like they have this thing inside them, and it will react when provoked, or it senses danger or something like that. And it manifests in the same way. Their mouth opens up and they get these like tentacly things that can emerge from them.
What I'm hearing is at some point these games go to Africa?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, the whole 5th game is in Africa.
Oh, boy. That doesn't sound problematic at all.
This Chris Redfield, our white savior, Chris Redfield, goes and helps the people of Africa. Don't worry. His partner is African. Don't worry about it.
Thank God. I'm sure that's not problematic at all either. Moving on, yeah.
Okay. The Scarab. That's what I would describe it. That's actually what the game describes it as. The Scarab-like device that was strapped to what was her name? Claire's chest, and at the end we see it on Jill's chest as well. That's from Resident Evil 5. Also, the Axeman. He's called the Axeman in the credits of this. In Resident Evil 5, he was called an Executioner. So that's what I was making mention to. This is a creature, an Executioner, indigenous to Africa.
Oh, okay.
That's the only place I've ever seen them in the games.
All right.
And there are a handful of them that you encounter, but it makes sense in the context of where you see him and how he finds you. But it does not make any sense why this thing would be in Los Angeles. I'll just put it that way.
Okay. And the executioners are zombies. They're not parasites.
They are like super. They are also Magini, but they're the result of another kind of experiment as well. So they're like the next level, I guess you would call them. They are roughly the same size in Resident Evil 5. If Chris is like 6 feet tall, this dude's like 7.5, maybe 8 feet tall. Just an absolute unit of a monster.
All right.
So Albert Wesker's super speed, as well as his apparent grudge against Chris. We didn't really mention that, but Wesker just throws out that like he knows Chris. He's like, "What a touching family reunion." Like, it's a weird line.
Yeah, I just chalked that up to like, Umbrella knows everything, but to your point, it was a little weird.
In the original game, I think I maybe mentioned this earlier in an earlier episode. So Wesker was like the leader of STARS, and Chris was like his second in command. So they were like good buddies. It's just weird that it's fine. They're clearly going for something different here.
Yep.
That's from the games. Like Chris and Wesker post first game are real. Like Chris is after Wesker in the worst way. His fight with the Redfields is very similar to fights with him that we've seen in other games. So Code Veronica, Resident Evil 5, and there's a DLC for Resident Evil 5 called Lost in Nightmares, where it's a tag team of people fighting Wesker while he just dodges bullets like an agent in the Matrix. So it's like they lifted that movement whole cloth.
So the games were probably heavily influenced by the Matrix, at least that portion.
Yeah, it was. you could make the argument for it. It felt a little bit, yeah, I will say that. So the games came out much closer to the release of the Matrix movies. So,
Okay, all right.
yeah, we're talking like 2004 for Resident Evil 4 and 2006 for Resident Evil 5. So they're probably just wrapping up Revolutions around then, I guess. So it made sense, I guess. Weirdly, it took us 4 films to have Chris and Jill present. They never see each other. And if I remember correctly, we never see Chris again. I think that's the case. I could be wrong, but I have terrible memory about how these movies go so far.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember either.
This is following up on that scarab thing. Jill is being manipulated at the end of the movie because she's got this thing on her chest. The exact same shit happened to Jill in Resident Evil 5. So there was like a fight sequence in Resident Evil 5 where if you swapped out Chris and Claire for Chris and Sheva, which was his partner, it's identical. Like they're fighting Jill, who is controlled by this scarab thing on her chest.
Okay.
It's not really clear how that operates or what the rules of that are. Again, I stopped asking questions a long time ago. It's fine.
I don't really care. Like, I get it, right? It's a mind control device. Like,
yeah, we put it on the chest. It controls the mind. It's super easy.
Sure, as you do.
They weren't as plentiful in the games, I could say. It was really only Jill had one. It wasn't like every other person had this thing on their chest. It looked like it was a pretty pricey situation that Umbrella crafted here. So there's that.
I mean, we've only seen 2 in the films, though. Like, one was on Claire, and they were absolutely trying to catch Alice, so that tracks.
Yeah. All right. I'll buy it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Last part. Claire, she's running away from the Axeman in the shower scene, the prison shower area.
It sounds way dirtier than it actually is.
Yeah. As soon as it tumbled out of my mouth, I immediately regretted it. It could be a visual reference to Code Veronica. In the game, Claire's running away from, there's a character you meet, he gets mutated, his name's Steve. He's trying to hit her with an axe, running after her, causing a lot of destruction in the area. Could just be a visual reference. Could be nothing. There it is.
Okay. And Code Veronica is like a spin-off, or it is a full-on game, Resident Evil game?
Yeah, it's a full-on game that happens between 3 and 4. So there are quite a number of side titles that get the colon and subtitle name convention. So it would go Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, then you go to 4. We have these ones called Resident Evil Revelations. There are 2 of those. So there are 8 mainline games and many, many side stories. And they're all full games, which is great. They're all very good in their own way.
Okay.
Maybe some of them are pretty bad.
You backpedaled real quick there.
Yeah, I didn't want to that felt like that felt like a blanket statement. It wouldn't stand up to scrutiny in the least. So I want to, I'll reserve the right for that.
Fair enough.
So that's that. Eric.
Yeah.
This question has evolved a lot. You see, it's very simple now. Yes, no. Do you recommend this movie?
Yes, I do. I think it's fun. I think I don't want to say it's a good entry point, right? Because there's a lot you have to know.
Yeah.
But in terms of the clarity of what is happening, I think it's really solid. I think everybody's doing a good job and or having fun with it or both.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that stumbles in this one a little bit is just some of the supporting cast. The red shirts aren't quite as interesting as they've been in past films.
Yeah. Agree with that.
So like, Crystal, who's the like failed actress, and like I don't even remember Kim Coates's intern's name, right?
Yeah.
Not that these people should be super memorable, but like the previous films have done a better job of like making you give any amount of shit about the supporting characters. So
Yeah.
that's probably my only complaint against it.
Good. I also recommend it. I've recommended every one of these so far.
Yeah.
I think this one has some solid set pieces. If you can divorce yourself from the fact that the sequences that are 100% engineered for 3D are in 2D, I think it's a lot of fun. I had a great time with this one. I don't need a lot from these. Just give me like, I'm going to make a comparison right now. And again, please take this with a grain of salt. The John Wick films, okay?
Sure.
Every single one of them, of the three, but every single time I've gone in and sat down and watched one, I've seen several new things that I've never seen before. And so even though story-wise they might be going in a direction where I'm like, okay. Every time I know that when I sit down, I will be treated to something truly visually spectacular. So when a movie can do that, and I think this movie, even with this like quarter shotgun thing, I'm like, I've never seen that before. I've seen rock salt. I've seen all sorts of shit loaded into a shotgun. This was great. I loved it. Just show me something I've never seen before, and you have me. And these movies all do that to a greater or lesser degree.
I have been describing these as just like B movies, right? And not in derogatory way. They are just kind of fun to like sit down and for like an hour and a half, like watch a lot of like good action, some like, cool fight stuff. There's interesting technical choices. Yeah, like it's just kind of a good hour and a half, right? And that consistency has been pretty great.
Absolutely. They sit in that spot that we have talked about, that like $50 million budget thing that we don't see a lot of, but can bridge that gap of like being a moneymaker and being wildly entertaining without having to do a lot. I don't know. It's like this magical unicorn zone that we don't make these movies anymore. And I really like that. I think the new movie is roughly, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I believe it is roughly within the same budget. So we've been seeing more trailers for the new one.
Yeah.
And they've been revealing more in terms of, I think they're getting better. Like the first trailer I saw, I think some of it looked pretty rough. And then the latest trailer, I'm like, oh, okay. Those visual effects were still wet. Now we're seeing some refinement, and I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. So as we've discussed, it's probably the film that's going to get me back in theaters.
Yeah, and again, like if there is any place where like that mid-tier movie still lives, it's like horror, it's genre, and that one looks like they are going like full horror movie. So I'll be curious to really see. We're past scares in this series. I can't think of any moment in this movie that was scary, right?
No. All of that artifice has fallen away.
Yeah.
We're not even going to try a jump scare. It's just not even in the DNA anymore.
Yeah, like it is just like action horror, if that is a subgenre that exists. And I think it's a lot of fun. And the next one, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember it being one of my favorites.
Really?
So we were, I don't remember if we were on mic or not. I mentioned that like in a couple of my breakdowns, I've kind of mocked when the weird umbrella stuff happens.
Yeah.
But I feel like I missed some of the weird umbrella stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
And if I recall, I think the next one, like, I think we go back to the Hive. Like, I think it is like.
What? I can't remember at all.
And like characters that are straight up dead come back.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I'm really looking forward to this next one because I think it's one of my favorites. And that is Resident Evil : Retribution.
Retribution. For what?
Sure.
That's the 7th movie in the franchise. Resident Evil : Sure. Yeah. Again, I remember. I have literally zero recollection. It's like, as I sit down to watch it, it will start to fall back into place. Like at the beginning of this one, I was like, wait a minute, this was the 3D one, wasn't it? And then a couple other memories came back. And then prior to that, I was like, this is the one with the firestorm or whatever. So I'm excited to sit down with this one. I vaguely remember what you're talking about. I feel like clones are once again involved or something, but I can't put the pieces back in place. So let's go back to the Hive. Let's go.
I feel like there's some virtual reality-ish stuff, and some Oded Fair is definitely back.
Okay.
And I think maybe Michelle Rodriguez comes back in the next one. I can't remember. Yeah. It's wild, dude.
Where was he in this movie? Because he didn't die. No, wait, did he die?
He did die.
He did die. He drove the truck into the thing and blew up. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. So he... Oh.
So like two characters that we like saw die on screen are just totally back.
Incredible. Umbrella truly has a plan for everything. I'm excited. That is very exciting. We're quickly coming to the end here. We have 2 left, but Resident Evil Retribution is up next. So if you are watching along, get that one ready. And
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, exactly. Eric, until then, where can people keep up with you on the internet?
I am on all socials at Platypus Jones, mostly Twitter and Instagram. And then, as we mentioned, the 12 and 24 Discord is a good place to look for me. If you work with me and are listening, I am not checking that during working hours.
I wouldn't let them.
Otherwise, the rest of you, come on down to the 12 and 24 Discord. We talk about the various shows. We've got Kurt Russell going on. We still talk about Keanu Reeves. We've got a channel for the rewatch, and then a bunch of miscellaneous channels. Talk about whatever you want. In post-pandemic America, the one thing I miss about hanging out with friends is talking about movies. It's a good place to do it. So
yeah, I feel similarly. That's all in the show notes, 12and24.com/Discord. But we make it easy for you. Get in here. Have some fun. It's great.
Andrew, where the hell are you on the internet?
Where aren't I on the internet? It's actually I was thinking about it the other day. My presence has shrunk. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dark Driving. Twitter is where I go to yell about clouds and stuff like that. Instagram, I post stories occasionally, mostly about the food I'm making. If you want to I've been doing this thing where I go to random people's LinkedIn. So if you friend me on LinkedIn, I will endorse you for whatever skill you have the least endorsements for. I will endorse you for that.
All right.
It's been a lot of fun to do that to people I haven't spoken with in 10 years. I will go to their page and I will endorse them for, let's say, cold fusion, right? Which is a technology that doesn't exist anymore. And they're like, why did you do that? And I don't respond.
And then boom, you're friends again. No. You never speak to them again.
Right. Right. I'm an agent of chaos. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why I started that, but it's been a lot of fun. So feel free to find me on LinkedIn. I will endorse you. I'll write a recommendation. It will not be an appropriate recommendation. You probably will not approve it, but I will write it.
Spoken like someone who works for themselves.
And how? Okay. That's it. We did it. Thank you all for joining us. I'll see you on LinkedIn. And remember, just one bite, one scratch from these creatures is sufficient. Stay safe out there.